We're still celebrating the 40th anniversary of the moonwalk. That historical event was well documented in a space museum that News Channel 8's Lee Carl shares with us.
Probably a lot of you have been to the Air and Space Museum from the Virgin Islands, but I thought for some of our young people who haven't, some of the schools, and people who just never got a chance to come and see this great collection of aviation and what it really means to the nation and the world. Lindbergh, Spirit of St. Louis in the background, that landed at Lindbergh Bay in St. Thomas, and some of the early aircraft, wartime aircraft, some of the great leaps in space by the Russians and the Americans, all of this a part of the thing. At the Air and Space Museum, there was crowds of people around various exhibits, and I looked in there and I saw an elderly gentleman who seemed to be enjoying his work. So I said, I got to talk with him. His name is Jim Fulton, and I asked Jim to explain what he does and what he was explaining.
The docent is a volunteer in this museum who attempts to lead and explain both the artifacts and the people involved in the artifacts in this museum. We're all volunteers. There are about 120 of us that do in the museum in a very regimented program of training and continued expertise in aeronautics and space. I spent 32 years working for the National Aeronautics and Space, retired in 1996, and I do this as a volunteer to give back a little of what I enjoyed for 32 years working for NASA. Lunar module that we have in this museum never flew, but it is very similar to the ones that were used the last 6 times, and that it looks very much like the one in which Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were in when they landed on the moon July 20th, 1969, a very historic day in American spaceflight and in the history of mankind, in fact.
Well, that's great. Well, I watched your work today. You seem to be enjoying yourself.
I enjoyed very much. It's a challenge to me. I spent 32 years working for NASA.
What did you do there?
I was an administrative officer in flight operations in Houston, Texas for several years, working in mission control and the training facilities that we had for the astronauts in Houston. And then NASA in 1979 moved me to Washington, D.C. to be a special assistant to the comptroller of NASA. I'm here once a week or so as a volunteer and enjoy it very much.
At the Air and Space Museum at Washington, D.C., Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Lee. And here's some stress relief for all of us out there. News Channel 8's Wes Small is with our beautiful children from P.A.L.
Wow, it's been a real stressful week for this reporter. Probably you too. I just hate to go do crimes and bad stories. So you know what? It's Friday, and that's why I found Miss Donise Livert and the lovely boys and girls here at the Police Athletic League. And Miss Livert, this is a stress reliever for me, just to come and see these kids run around with smiles on their faces.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We are the P.A.L camp, the Police Athletic League. We're having good times here. So parents, please enroll your children next year in the P.A.L camp. It's something good. It's good activities. We have lots of fun here.
That's great. And I understand you got about roughly 39 or 40 kids rolled up so far.
We do, yeah.
And the end of camp is August 7th.
Yes, we do. Mm-hmm.
So you're going to have a lot of festivities and stuff like that. I'm going to try to get some of these kids over here. And I always like to find out what's going on. Hey, big guy, what's your name? How old are you?
Akwanze Chris. I am 9 years old.
9 years old?
Yep.
And what school you go to?
Ricardo Richards.
Ricardo Richards. What's the best thing you like about P.A.L camp?
Well, the sports.
Sports? What's your favorite sport?
Football.
You like football, don't you?
Yep.
Remember me when you're a big star in the NFL. What about you, pretty lady? What do you like? What's your name?
My name is Elise Fleming.
And you're pretty and smart and everything like that. All right. How old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
What school you go to?
Ricardo Richards.
All right. And what do you like about P.A.L?
The field trips, my friends, and the games we play.
All right. What do you want to do when you grow up?
Be a scientist or a doctor.
All right. Way to go. How about you? What's your name?
Angelique Fleming.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Is this your sister?
Yes.
Yeah, you're the big sister, right?
Yes.
All right. And how old are you?
11.
And you go to Ricardo as well?
I'm leaving Ricardo and I'm going to Woodson.
Oh, you're going to Woodson. Okay. What do you like about camp?
I like the teachers. They make me laugh. I like the academics and I like the sports.
You want to be a scientist too?
No,
What do you want to do?
I want to be a pediatrician.
What about you? What's your name?
Kayla,
And what do you like about camp?
the arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts, huh? All right. Anybody else? Hi. What's your name?
Naima Christian.
Okay, you could go next. What do you like about camp?
Everything.
Everything?
Yeah.
And your friends and everything? Okay, what do you, oh, stop it, guys. Now, what do you say? What's your name?
Janaya Libert.
Okay, Miss Liber, what do you like about P.A.L?
Everything.
Everything, huh? All right. Well, I tell you what, I think that pretty much sums it up. I think they all, we're going to wrap this all up with this guy right here. He's been wanting to say something. He's one of the littlest ones here. Now, the mic is yours. Hold the mic there. And after you do your thing, all you got, what's your name?
Tyreek.
All you got to do is, at the end of whatever you say, just say, all right, everybody, I'm Tyreek for News Channel 8. That's when you're finished, right? Right? When you finish. What are you going to say? Hey, what are you going to say?
I'm Tyreek for News Channel.
That's right. All right, so go ahead and do your thing, and then you end it. Go ahead. You're the reporter. Go ahead.
I'm Tyreek from News
I am Tyreek finishing.
I am Tyreek. And
Wait. He could do this.
I'm Tyreek. And this is News Channel. And this is News Channel.
We love P.A.L. 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 We love P.A.L.
Thanks, Wes. Looks like he's having a ball out there. And speaking of which, your entertainment report is coming up next. Here's Bogle.
Thank you very much, Jerome. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Entertainment Report. Starting off with tonight, Friday night, July 24th. You're looking someplace to go. All roads leads to Teddy's in Sion Farm, as Poppy Pops will be linking up with VP Records to bring you his 30th anniversary in the music industry. Music will be provided by the camp and also Super Track Sounds. Free Reggae Gold CD giveaways, and also some models will be there to be signing your CDs and your posters. Of course, you got to check this one out, as Poppy Pops and VP Records is putting it off. 30 years in the music industry. Then on Sunday, July 26, the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress celebrates life, love, and liberty in the honor of the 117th anniversary of the born day of Haile Selassie, who was born on July 23rd, 1892. Music will be provided by Daniel Number One Band, and poetry, singing, and lots more will be there for you to see. So please go on out to Bodo Park down in Frederiksted this Sunday and enjoy something very inspirational and educational. Then don't forget, you asked for it and you're definitely gonna get it. On Saturday, August 1st, at the newly improved Gertrude's, Professional Cuts Promotion presents Twin City versus Sugar City. From St. Kitts, it's the Sugar Band, and from St. Croix, it's UMB Soldiers, DJ Music by the Camp. Definitely, it's just $25 for your tickets. You could get them at Urban Threads and Professional Cuts Barbershop. This one is power driven by Nessa's Trucking, Heights Construction, and Professional Cuts Barbershop. That's right, it's the Sugar Band, UMB Soldiers, and the Camp happening at the newly improved Gertrude's, Saturday, August 1st. You can't afford to miss this. Now, thank you for joining me here on the Entertainment Report. Please, whatever you do, try to do it peaceful. If you go out there and you're drinking, you get intoxicated, don't drive. Get yourself a designated driver.